That's what it looked like. That's pretty good. Yeah. So see how you throw your body into it? You're so long if you the less you put your body into it, the more you'll be able to project the ball. And the ball's going to start reading and kind of get around the corner. Yes, you want to be able to get this leg bent and out in front of you so that you can actually get here. Or a lot of times you're here. You want to get more like that. Okay. Actually, I like that. So you can see how that went through its three phases. It skidded, and then it got around the corner, and then started accelerating. A lot of times, your ball doesn't have time for that acceleration phase. So you throw it just like you threw it, but just kind of get yourself pointed more in that direction. Like that. You could still go a little smoother, but you can see how your leg is slightly bent. It kind of gets into it. And actually, it's a little bit less of this and more of this. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm not worried about it. I want to watch you do it though. See how it works. Oh, I want to see how your foot in comparison. I'm just gonna say. I really like that one. So the overall flow of it, it's more rhythmic. So it's really more this instead of really kind of. So you get here. It actually starts from right here, and then you start to really kind of unload. So it's like right onto the lane, so the ball's going to actually spin up a little more. And it's actually start hooking closer to you, and actually has time, so it skids, and then that's what you want to do, so you can create as much carry as you can. So one more with that one, then let's try something else. The only thing wrong with that, you just kind of release it late. But did you see your balance on that? So your balance is starting to be a little bit better, where you can actually hold that pose a little bit longer. And the more you can kind of have that sort of finish position there, the more consistent you're going to be able to be. So if you actually release that a little bit earlier, you see that trail leg? That trail leg's going to actually be closer to the ground. Happy New Year. It was good. It's good. Raring to get back and, get ready for invitationals. So, yeah, definitely. Yeah, as a matter of fact. Remember, don't rush through it because we want the ball to take the right path. Just remember, face where you're trying to throw the ball. And don't throw it there. Roll it off your hand. It should just be popping here. All right. Just remember, don't rush through it. Like the last couple, up until you get here, everything looks good, but then you kind of throw yourself into it. You just have to get here, let that foot slide out, and then just kind of be smooth. The smoother it is, the better the path the ball is going to take. So it's going to be sort of like that, except for don't shove it through, and that'll help you so your foot doesn't go like that. Whenever you feel your foot kind of move like that, you're kind of throwing yourself into it just a touch. And you throw some pins around. But you can see how that one didn't have a chance to really kind of roll. The thing of it is, you almost get away with it. But it's going to be so much better once you learn to really kind of get that ball to react more consistently. There you go. I like that actually. Look at your slide foot. Because you don't have that extra energy, you just didn't have enough angle this way. But that's the execution that I'm looking for right there. Like I said, the one that really got out there and came back, that was perfect. Your foot moved a little bit, but it was pretty good. That's being very nitpicky on my part. So. So though my philosophy is, so if let's say there's 5 things that you have to do to really throw a perfect shot, that was probably a 4, maybe a 4.5. You just kind of forced it a little bit, but overall it was a successful delivery, if that makes sense. Let's try a different one. Anything you want to throw. We just want to make sure we create that shape. Skid, get around the corner, and then start to run towards the pocket. Remember, face me when you release it. When you're trying to go left or right, you always got to face that way. Where a lot of people do this, you want to get more this. That way you don't have wasted energy. So if I'm here and I've got to go like that, I'm not going to throw it as well as if I'm getting here and just kind of puring it this way and just get your body turned. Okay. Yes, sir.
He got a boo-boo. No, like it's been since Saturday.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know if
Brianna gave it to me, and then like it wore off.
Yeah, I don't know
And
if
then
I
like
have.
it's one of the fingers I put in my ball, so it like burns.
See if you have some in there.
Like stare at your feet while you're trying to like.
See that nice smooth path that it took? Yeah, you can
I
have
don't even know
that.
how to use it.
You just kind of coat it with it.
Don't scream.
Yeah, it might
I've done
burn.
it before.
Where is it?
Right there. It hardens.
Yeah, you just let it dry a little bit. You got a boo boo. You got a boo boo. You know you said boo boo out loud, right? It's a little creepy. Ooh, like that. So, you see how smooth that ball path is? For a lot of times, that ball is like hydroplaning all the way down. It strikes, but this way you can create a lot better pin action. See how early it starts to get off the hand? So, get that little pop off your hand. This is actually getting better too. But you can see right here, starts to unload right there. So you're catching it on the way down as opposed to hitting up on it. So that way you can really kind of create a lot more rotation off your hand. Plus you don't interrupt the path. Where sometimes if you kind of hit up on it, let's say you're trying to go this way, sometimes they go like that, or even sometimes you go like that. Or this one, because it's dropping down, it's going to drop in the direction that you want it to go. If that makes sense? So you're going to be able to sustain long streaks better. Where if you have a directional problem where sometimes it's here, sometimes it's here, like this, you may leave, like a 4 pin or a 4-9 or even a 9 pin, depending on, because angle creates, skid. Or if the ball kind of hooks up a little earlier, then even though it looks impressive, a 9 pin is still a 9 pin, and a 4 pin is still a 4 pin. So this is a great ball path. And see how there's a little less motion there. See how it doesn't even move at all. And try to keep a little bit of flex in that knee, though. That allow the, instead of really kind of being here, you'll be more like that. There was a video on Facebook that I really liked watching. I guess he was at the high school tournament. I think his dad posted it.
Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good one. So we've been kind of focused on getting that look again. So even though that was light, it still had a nice path. So if you're consistently hitting light with that shot, then you go 2-1 right and you're right there. And then you know that depending on who's on the pair with you, if there's a lot of people hooking the ball, then you know that you're probably gonna have to make a, maybe a 2-1 or a 3-2 move at some point. All right, switch balls. Let's do another one. Whatever you want to throw. What's up, Mr. Austin? How you bowling? Only 220, 220. Oh, okay. So what'd you get the next game? Oh, nice. What are you leaving? Okay. It's not hooking. Yeah. Huh? I just think you're a little bit firm with it. Yeah, just kind of soften it up a little bit on that lane. I got you. Thank you, ma'am. Good job today. See you Saturday. All right. Come on, trust it. Let the ball roll. Let the ball roll. Maybe. Oh, I like it. It's not bad. I didn't mind it. Did you hear what you're aiming at? Okay. Now you can see how it kind of bend around a little bit. If you can kind of like keep it in and then go more straight line to where you want it to break, that'll probably fit it in the pocket a little bit more. Execution wise, I thought it was good. But you can see how it kind of banana shaped a little bit. Just kind of get a little bit straighter to your target. He's really starting to throw the ball well. How's he scoring on Saturdays?
He's doing okay, but now it's almost like they're kind of goofed off a little. And kind of had that talk today on the way here. Taking it a little bit more serious.
I think the holiday season though.
Yeah.
He's still throwing it pretty good. It just
Yeah.
yeah, he's got to keep his focus once he steps on the lane.
That's exactly what I told him. I said, step up. You gotta have the game.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of times he tries to, what we've been working on today is, kind of over revving it, not letting the ball,
Right.
not letting the ball do the work. That was really good. I like that one.
And then I fell.
Well, stay behind the lane. Yeah, stay behind the lane.
I don't think I did, but I was like close.
It's okay.
That was a problem that he was having.
Fell twice in a row. I was about to go bananas.
Yeah.
That's what happened at the ice pool.
Yeah. So,
How many times?
I stopped counting.
so a
Probably
lot
like
of
6 times, maybe more than that.
a lot of times when you're fouling, you're kind of abruptly kind of lunging forward. But if you can just kind of get that landing, just kind of stay smooth, then you'll actually stop where you want to instead of kind of pushing yourself a little bit further because you're lunging. I can see where you could foul every once in a while that way.
I was trying to explain that, and I don't even know if I was explaining right. So I was trying to tell him, you're kind of pushing up on the top of your foot.
Yeah.
If you stay flat, your heel's gonna drag.
Yeah.
It's gonna cause, you're just kind of like you said, just kind of slide into it.
Yeah.
I
Sometimes
didn't
it
know what to
doesn't.
do, and after that, I was just like, here, do this.
Yes.
I'm also if I'm coming up on my heel or not. If I come up on my toe, I'm just
Yeah.
sliding. And if I'm like more like this, I actually get stopped.
What I was trying to explain.
Yeah. The problem when you lunge forward, so your weight gets to your front leg too quick, and if you're lunging, you can almost like double stop. But if you're sitting there smooth, you can actually slide into it and actually come to a stop. You're not gonna go forward. Actually, I kind of like that one. Like I say, we're working on trying to get him smoother off his hand, right? So his release should start just behind his leg, so he drops down onto the lane. That's pretty good. It'll help him project the ball a little bit more. And then I really like that one. And he has a habit of just kind of taking this path where this one is a little bit straighter, so the ball's going to hold off a little bit. So it's not hooking less; it's just getting further down lane before it starts to hook. I like that one a lot. What ball is that? Okay. Is he bowling Saturday? He bowls travel, right?
But I did my calendar last weekend, and I was like, oh, there goes my January. All the weekends. I was like, what just happened? Like we had Saturday, this past Saturday we had league, the high school tournament, and then this week is league and travel. And then next week is the
Yeah.
invitation. I was like, oh my goodness.
Man, it's the life of bowling mom.
Yeah.
Eh. 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 See how you kind of helped a little bit? So, you're so used to, it's something you revert back to. Yeah. You're so used to trying to throw it harder to keep it online, where what you want to do is start using your legs more, slide into it, and that creates the length instead of you trying to throw it harder. So every once in a while you kind of do that, but it happens less and less. But as long as you understand what's going on, see how I kind of throw your body into it? Where if you go to this one here, so you watch this one, see how you kind of throw yourself into it? I think it's this one. So it's like they're off your hand, you boom. This is where we really want to be. And actually, it's going to be smoother than that once you get used to it. That trail leg is actually going to stay on the ground. So what do you think happened there? Execution was pretty good.
Came to the bottom and stuff. Yeah.
But you also see how it kind of. So really, being really nitpicky, it's just you got to go more direct to your target and not kind of loop it around. Ah!
Yes, right.
Ugh. See, this is what I was talking about the hop. A lot of times when you're lunging forward, this is what you're doing, except for you're not hopping. But this is like a that's when you're kind of lunging forward into it. Or if you can keep what happens if you don't lunge into it, the weight stays back here longer, so you can actually kind of get that foot out in front and then kind of compress down. And that's why you want to have that little flex in your knee. All right, pick two balls. They can get two good strikes. They have to be good ones though. Ah. Ah.
Rammed my ankle. That's all
Yeah,
right.
you think?
Mm.
Yeah, pretty much. See how you use your body on that one? Ooh. Oh, Dan. Knock a. You got Monday nights or Tuesday nights?
Monday.
Mondays, yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Huh? Well, don't do it. Don't hit it. I'll let you have that one, but keep that foot gently onto the foot. Don't lunge into it. Ooh. Got a little bit more length on that
Last
one.
call lucky tickets. Last call lucky tickets behind like 7 and 8.
That was pretty good. Huh? Okay, good. How long did it take him to do that?
Well, we sent 3 in, and picked those up, and then sent 2 in. So it was like a week. Yeah. Just over the course of the holiday break. Because, they weren't bowling. So not as much. So that's the perfect time to do it.
Yeah. I actually, when I first met him, I figured eventually, once we got into a certain point, that he would want to plug them all. People rarely stay with, two-handed with the thumb in. Not that I've worked with. Boo! All right, come on, one more. Let's get it. I have a lot of good ones, so I'll let you keep
That's
that one.
horrible.
Yeah, it
It's
wasn't
so
good.
late.
Wasn't good.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna mark that one.
They all fell down. That was about it.
See how you kind of threw yourself into that one? Lock here. You want to try to get one in, or are you good? Okay. Good answer. Good answer. Oh, I didn't mind that.
Get over there.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Huh?
I said mentioned something to him um, not too long ago about when you're in practice, you still need to work on
Spares.
your
Yeah.
spares.
Yeah.
And he didn't, just like whatever, okay. And this tournament we were in, a lot of 10-pin.
Really?
I told him, I said, when you're in practice, make your 10-pin and do it the right way. Don't just kind of
Yeah.
blow them off and think, oh, I always make them, because it's
Yeah.
not always like that.
That's what I tell them. It's like when we're on video, we're trying to work on your strike ball. When you're over here, shoot all your spares. And just kind of.